Hi, I'm Attorney Tom Lamb in North Carolina. In this Asbestos News Minute, I want to tell you about some developments in the ongoing W.R. Grace asbestos criminal trial currently taking place in Montana. The Associated Press, in an April 14 article, reports that Randy Geiger, a former environmental engineer for W.R. Grace and Company, says he collected asbestos-tainted air samples at Libby's high school track by running laps for half an hour while wearing a monitoring device. Mr. Geiger testified that he performed this test because W.R. Grace had donated waste from its Libby, Montana vermiculite mine for the base layer of the running track. Mr. Geiger further testified that once the sample was analyzed, researchers discovered high concentration of harmful asbestos fibers at this high school track. However, U.S. District Court Judge Donald Malloy told jurors at the trial not to consider Geiger's testimony as proof of any asbestos release or exposure, or as proof whether the release caused endangerment to the high school students or other people using that high school track. On the other side of things, the lawyers representing the several Grace executives who are being prosecuted individually for this alleged asbestos contamination by W.R. Grace in the Montana town of Libby have made accusations against the prosecutors. They allege that the prosecutors are intentionally presenting false and misleading evidence, as well as withholding evidence that could be used to discredit a key witness for the prosecution. In more detail, and this is from a April 14th article from the Missoulian newspaper, the defense lawyers are seeking to convince Judge Malloy to order the production of Special Agent Robert Marston's pretrial correspondence with all government witnesses. When former Grace executive Robert Locke testified that he helped the company's top brass suppress government studies about the health hazards at Libby's vermiculite mine, he said he was offered an immunity deal in exchange for the testimony, but he turned down the agreement. However, a defense lawyer said that the documents assure Locke that he wouldn't be prosecuted based on his testimony. Based on these allegations, Judge Malloy has scheduled a hearing for this Friday to debate whether prosecutors had working relationships with other witnesses and to determine whether Locke's testimony should be stricken from the record. Meanwhile, David Bernick, the lead attorney for Grace, said that Locke had tampered with witnesses in an attempt to hijack the case against these W.R. Grace executives, and that Locke counseled federal prosecutors and investigators on how to approach certain issues at this criminal trial involving W.R. Grace's asbestos operations in Libby, Montana. Again, this trial is ongoing. We will continue to give you updates as we learn about them. More generally, if you want information about asbestos diseases such as asbestosis, lung cancer, and mesothelioma, and how individuals are exposed to asbestos, as well as how people who have been diagnosed with an asbestos disease can get legal compensation, visit asbestoslegalwatch.com. Thank you, and have a good day.